Nice and early after the post-match analysis in the dressing room is Hereford manager Josh Gowling. Your overall thoughts about the performance, not just the result today?
Yeah, I thought we managed the pockets in the game where we didn't have possession quite well. I thought they were a very good possession-based team. Obviously, they had the same points as us, didn't they, coming into the game? So, I was pleased. I know it sounds a bit boring, but probably the pleasing thing for me was the second half. After about 15 minutes, when they had a real good spell in the game, putting balls in the box, and what we did do, we were resilient, organised, and dealt with it. And when you come through those periods, then you get to score goals. So, as a whole, yeah, really pleased.
Lots of balls through for Ryan McLean in particular to race through. That must have been part of your game plan today.
Yeah, I mean, we looked at them. We thought they played quite a high back line, so we wanted to exploit that. So obviously we had Ryan a bit wider, and we put Harry out wide because we know he rolls in the pocket well. And obviously we brought Jack into the team, and he's got real good end product. So it worked well, didn't it? I think Ryan could have had more goals than what he got, but at the end of the day, it's more, isn't it?
3 debutants. I thought they all coped really well today.
Yeah, they've been in training with us. Obviously, Dino's been with us before, and then went away, and then obviously we brought him back in, and I nearly forgot his name. Jordan was in Thursday training. He's had his first session with us, and obviously Jack was in. He's had 2 sessions with us, so I thought they were excellent. I thought Jack was man of the match. I thought he was outstanding. I thought Jordan gave us a bit of composure at the back, and obviously the keeper Dino talked really, really well. So it was a complete performance I was pleased with.
Important for that to be a stepping stone, given that you got through in the FA Cup last week, but you need to maintain some sort of progress in the league.
Yeah, look, like I've said from day one, that's what we're looking for, progression. We want to be better than we were last year, and we are now so far. Obviously points tally shows that, but we've still got a lot of work to do. They were a good side, and they're for me, I think we could dominate the game a little bit more than what we did today. But we've got Leamington Tuesday night, which is going to be a tough one, the way they play. We've got to beat, and they're sides that we haven't really beat yet. I mean, we've drew with Leamington every time we played them so far, so it would be nice, apart from the FA Trophy, but it would be nice to come here and play good football and get the win.
Players going out on dual reg, is the door not closed on them?
No, not at all. We had to move money around for monetary reasons, so we had to move players around, should I say. Oren, for me, is a long-term project for us. I think as a defender he's excellent. He's 26, he's got a lot of improvement. He hasn't had much coaching, so for me he's going to be training with us, but obviously he's out on loan at Colville at the moment to play games, and we want to improve him. And the same with Lakes. You can see what Lakes did in pre-season, but he needs to play games and he needs to be fit. So for us, he'll be training with us the same, but we're going out playing games, hopefully scoring goals at Redditch, and then when he's ready we'll bring him back into the fold.
Now, what's the position with the goalkeeping going in? Obviously first to the Leamington game, and then next Saturday in the Cup, what's the position there? Have you got definite cover?
We haven't got any fit goalies, have we?
Do I need to get my gloves out?
I think we need to get rid of our goalie coach because they all seem to be getting injured. So, no, I mean, obviously Harves was an unfortunate one. He just turned in training and he felt a bit of a pop in his knee. Fortunately, he's had a scan and he just needed an op, but he's still going to be out 3-4 weeks. So, obviously, we've signed Dino now, so Dino's our keeper. And that's how it is. So, he hasn't played in the Cup as far as I know. So, he'll be available Tuesday and obviously the Cup game on the Saturday.
And quickly, what's the latest with Brad Wade?
Ligament damage. So obviously the unbelievable save he made up here, he's just got some ligament damage in his arm, so he's working with the physio, so he's going to be a while. So that's why we need to cover it, in the goalkeeper position. So, but he's been in with us. We want to keep him around, obviously, because it's probably the most frustrating thing ever when you're injured. But he's an infectious character. He brings the group to life, so he's with us all the time. So hopefully we can get him back soon.
How important was the goals as well today, not just a clean sheet?
Yeah. I think we played Kane in the 10, we played Harry in the 10, and then obviously we put Jack in there today. Jack's got that now. It's a bit like Terry had at times where balls are dropping, his goal, balls drop and he's just there to tap it in, and that's probably something we've missed. I thought Harry was absolutely outstanding in wide areas today, and obviously Ryan's a threat behind, so it's good to get goals. We need to get Tyson more goals, I would say, but a lot of his work goes unnoticed. And for Miles, you want him to score that, don't you? Because he's missed the goal, and he's such a great kid, and he's got his head down at the moment there. He's probably not going to get his chance on that, to be honest, but he's just got to keep going and keep pushing. But hey, look, all we can do is, for me, we should have had about 4 or 5, shouldn't we, really? But hey, we're getting good areas, that's the main thing.
And I guess the clean sheet says it all.
Yeah, I thought we were a bit more sure today. We've still got a little bit of work to do, just screening, sliding, centre halves, what position they need to be in and stuff like that, but that'll come. Obviously I'm a centre half, so I'll work with them, but I just thought we looked strong today. Their lad, Main up top, was a handful. He picked up in pockets well, he turned well, and I thought, majority of the game we dealt with that, but hey, there's going to be a tougher test this season, we know that, but we'll just keep working.
Thanks very much.
Cheers, thank you.
How did the signing with Jack come along at the Homes?
So I've been watching Jack for a while. He was brought to me at the end of last season. So, obviously I know his agent well. Used his agent to bring a few players in here, and we just wanted to see kind of what he would do. Because he hasn't been in men's football that long. So he'd been in a trial. I think he'd been at trial at Kiddie. He'd been at Solihull for a bit. So we just wanted to see him get a few games under his belt and see what. He started the season on fire at House Owen, so it was a no-brainer. We were looking for a 10, so I spoke to his agent and he put him straight to us, and we said, yeah, let's bring him in, and he's been outstanding today.
Were you delighted how easily you moved up the level today?
Yeah, but I think you can see that with players. I think sometimes when they're playing, levels below, it looks too easy. And I think with him, if you watch his games, especially at House Owen, at times it was easy for him. He's got to get up to speed a little bit more, fitness-wise. I think jumping up 2 levels, the game's a lot quicker. He's got to recover back quicker and just do those little things. But you can just see his quality in the game, just unbelievable. He makes things happen. He takes balls in tight areas and he wriggles his way out, and he's got strength about him. So, hey, he's an exciting project for us. And someone like myself that likes to improve players, I think he's a really good project for us to improve and make some money for the club.
And he's on contract.
Don't worry about
that. we do worry about that.
Look, all the contract stuff we don't talk about, so that's done now. That was last year. So no, but he's in with us. Look, the squad this season's excellent. You see the players we've got this season. Obviously, it's got a gel. And I think people get frustrated at times when we have a performance, like that, or we're fourth early on in the season, and then we've lost 2 on the bounce, and that's what you get with a new squad. When we brought in 12 players, 7 or 8 of them today weren't here last year, like I said before. So it does take time to gel, but we've just got a good group this year, and I'm excited for the season.
And bring new defender in, Jordan. How did that come about, and is it just giving you another option in defence? Yeah,
we looked at him before he went to Gloucester, so we knew about him already when he left Coventry and he went to Gloucester. So we looked at him. He went in there last year, and then we just kind of waited and saw it gone on there. Now I think he'd had a few National League opportunities in the summer, and then for whatever reason they didn't materialise. So he found himself at Maidstone there, playing, but he wasn't playing, was he? He was just in the squad training. So obviously looking for a centre half, we scour everywhere for everything, to be honest. So I had a conversation with his agent. We got his number, I gave him a ring, spoke to one of the Gloucester lads that was with him, got to get his number, and then we got him in, and he's a great lad. He's got a calming influence, isn't he? So yeah,
he seems to read the game very well.
He's a natural centre half. I think that's the big thing, and we're transitioning Luke into a centre half. Zach's transitioned into a centre half, so there's little nuances in the game that they don't quite understand yet. Whereas because he's a natural centre half, just what side to be on, where to shuffle, who to talk to, checking shoulders, all those things for a natural centre half just comes second nature. And because we had that today, it just seemed to calm us down a lot, which was good.